Hello, fellow breeders. Ash and Piggy here from One More Match to bring you the New Breed podcast. We're reviewing WWE ECW episode number 3. It's June 27th, 2006. Before recording, I had 2 Rustler burgers. So I fucking feel like I'm in 2006 right now. As they are the fucking, at that time, 6 years old, oh god, can I get another one of those? Oh, they're so good. They are the garbage. Didn't even know that you had to toast the bun then. How's it going, Piggy?
Oh, it's going good. I fucked the intro up twice. It was like, hello, fellow, and I just put it in, and I ruined it. But yeah, this is back. Can you believe it's back? It took a 2-month hiatus.
It did take a.
Sorry about that. By the time we get out of 2006, we'll actually be in 2025 by at this rate, which I don't mind. But it's fun going back and reviewing it because I understand we're looking at not Raw, not SmackDown, but it's fun hearing people go, "Ruthless Aggression was my childhood." It's better than the Attitude Era, and I'm sat here. Yeah, fucking Balls Mahoney versus Tommy Dreamer on fucking Vengeance. Oh, great. Oh, man. I couldn't believe when I was a child that would be the 5-star classic. I don't think the shit on people is nostalgia. But,
I mean,
it's funny when I hear
it's just a really funny, I mean, you say this as I've recently discovered that I've become that nostalgic wrestling fan as well. I'm just like, oh man,
yeah, no.
early 2010s was so good, so much better than the modern wrestling. Which is just I've just fallen out of it, haven't I? It's not for me anymore, and that's fine.
It's just I just find it funny because I don't think personally there's ever a great era in wrestling because there is eras where it has elevated people, but I don't like the Attitude Era. I heavily think has not aged
What
well.
do you mean? There's not good eras in wrestling.
All right,
What do you
name you
fucking
one.
mean? The Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, even the fucking 80s, even that period. Even there's not good eras in there's. Are there? Do you think there are bad eras in wrestling?
Yes.
Well, there are fucking good ones then. There's not any good eras. What do you mean? That's clearly distinguished. It's not all been shit, you know? What are you fucking on? What kind of mentalist are you?
What did I just say?
Fucking,
I don't
what's
know.
wrong with you? You mad bastard.
No, Ash. ECW has changed me.
Fucking take 2 months off. You're not even fucking on the same planet anymore. There are the good eras of wrestling. even the fucking Punk, even that era, that 2012, 2013, from Money in the Bank, whatever that show was onwards. That's a fucking era in itself. That's good. TNA, fucking Bobby Roode's world title run. Classic, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, 2008 period. All good eras of wrestling. Not all the same. And not all shit. Fucking psychopath.
I guess as a brief, little, because this is our first episode back. How was your Christmas, May, and how was your New Year? I guess we'll briefly just touch upon.
I've got nothing new to add to that topic, so I'm just going to say yes. It was a well-needed break.
Did you have a good one?
It's going to be fun to be back doing this stuff again. But it's always hard. It's always hard to make the time. It's always hard to prioritize doing the extra stuff. So, look, you can't all have a successful channel like me. Can't all have other stuff that you need to do that takes more attention, like me. You fucking losers.
It's for these 2 channels are our channels. Okay, fair enough. It lost me for words. But this is the unfiltered channel. This is where we can say cunt and not get in trouble, because, well, honestly, let's be honest, no editing goes into these videos because I don't edit them, and that's just uploads them unfiltered. Which I like because you get our honest reactions of what we think is uh our honest opinions about 2006 ECW. I
But it
guess
also means it's
where I'm going.
10% more shit.
Yeah,
Let's be
see, so
fucking
it's
honest.
authentic.
Also, who the fuck cares if it's authentic? I don't fuck, like, you know. It's the way this channel was pitched to me, it's like, oh yeah, let's do this wrestling project. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'm not fucking doing anything else though. I'm busy managing the other channel and doing everything there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll edit. Okay. Tried editing, didn't happen. Didn't fucking happen. Hardware issues or not, didn't happen. Oh, it doesn't work. It's really slow. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Yep, got it. Nice.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah,
Fair enough.
sure. I guess I'll make thumbnails, but I forget, and I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, in my priorities, it's not it's not the top tier. But I do love watching ECW, kind of. Unless they actually have good wrestling on, where I start to complain.
We'll get into that. But just also, you may be wondering, where is the Christian podcast? Well, me and Ash have been asking the same thing because, well, fucking, I feel like we're being what was the promote? I feel like we're being Jeff Jarrett here, where we're selling a promotion and they're buying the promotion, and then we're like, okay, where's the money? What money? I bought the promotion. Where's the money? There's no money. I was like, oh fuck. I feel like that's what's happening with the Christian podcast.
It's just time
Or
to
like,
get Joe on instead. Easy. Easy.
oh no, we're not getting Joe on. No, Joe, no, we're not getting Joe on 2011 Christian podcast. Guys, I actually when you look at the statistics, it was shit. NWA was better in 2011. Was it? Fucking was. There might be an NWA podcast as well with me and Joe. Joe is another guy who likes wrestling, and he would complete the trifecta of 3 stages of a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe Joe will be on an episode or two, and maybe Ferg will be back as well, because he's a special guest sometimes. And when he's on, I can read
just
Mr.
like
Men
at
books.
Christmas when you said you were gonna do one, but you never did.
Oh no, he pulled out, brother. He pulled out.
I see it, mate. I see all these promises broken. I see them. Not pulling the wool over my eyes.
Look, it's not my fault. We were going to do it. And then he pulled out. It's not my fault.
And he went, I don't want to record this. Fuck you. Yeah,
It's not my fault. I can't force the man to record if he doesn't want to record.
Yeah, you can. Get it, you son of a bitch.
Alright, you do it.
What?
You get the fucking man on the podcast then. You get Ferg on the podcast.
Yeah, alright. Fucking person who's never met him before. Give you a blowy if you come on the podcast. Cheers. I've already texted your girlfriend. She says it's fine. I assume she has a girlfriend. Not if that information's public or not. I'm just making jokes. None of it's real. Alright, it's been fucking wild. Let's actually talk about the ECW.
Yes.
Because what was this episode? This episode kicks off in a very fast way. The first person coming out is Sabu. He's like halfway through his entrance, you know? We didn't even get the fucking that one. You like that?
Thank you.
No, cool on that one. And we're getting a match straight into it with Sabu versus Roadkill. If you don't know who Roadkill is, he's the fat lumberjack looking Amish guy, you know? That's exactly who he is. I didn't even know he was a wrestler. I think he was just involved in that famous, like, rolling on top of a ref or some shit, where two fat lads just sandwiched the poor cunt. I swear that was a spot somewhere. Probably in ECW. He was never anywhere else, let's be real. He was never anywhere else. except the ECW. It is a back and forth, just below 6-minute match where Sabu uses weapons to win. There were some cool spots in it, though. There were some cool moves. He had a really interesting black hole slam, which is pretty nice. Old big lad. If you're a big fucker and you can't do like a black hole slam, something's gone wrong with you. Like, you need to sort your shit out and get your shit together. Because otherwise, there's no fucking point otherwise. What's wrong with you lads? Fucking get over it. Start doing. You either have, if you're a big fat lad, you either have to know a black hole slam or a Samoan drop. There's no in between.
So basically, fucking abysses or Samoa Joe's moveset.
Yeah, basically.
Well, could have got Joe in 2006. They wanted to, but
I don't think anybody wanted Joe in 2006. Let's be real.
TNA barely wanted him.
In 2008, maybe. 2006 now. Were you ROH champion? Yeah, alright. Who the fuck cares? You didn't watch it.
It's like when people say, imagine Roderick Strong in 06 WWE, and I'm like, no, I'm not, no, I don't want that. Because the one thing me and Ash always, I bring up is the fucking Roderick Strong matches. Like, it's like, I can't go back, I can't. But I am slowly becoming a Roderick Strong fan.
I don't know why.
Joe, I've always just been a fan of Joe as well. Also, another spot I love in this, and I brought it up to Ash, was fucking Roadkill's on the turnbuckle. He's going to do a bit of the jump. Sabu launches a chair, so you think it's going to hit him in the face. Twats him right in the cock. Like, right in the fucking cock.
Mate,
like,
some say in the crowd all you heard was just fucking Roadkill. It's just like, oh, the penis. Gonna look like
also,
Roadkill after that spot, like a little fucking earthworm finding the surface for the first time. Just, it's been so long. Then again, he can't see it, so.
Also, another spot is, I'm just bringing this up because I want to rant about it, is the fact that Roadkill pinned or tried to submit Sabu, and Sabu just grabs the bottom rope. But it's an ODQ match. So there shouldn't be rope breaks. It's an ODQ match.
Yeah, but there are rope breaks in the ECW for some reason.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, it does make no sense. And
it's like
I have no way to defend it, honestly.
I forget what match it was. I think it was Ospreay Omega, or it might have been Jericho Omega in like New Japan. And there's like, there is no rules in this match. Rope breaks are not on. And then like Jericho or Omega like does a submission. So the other person is like doing that spot where they go grab the rope. They grab the rope and then they're like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, you said there was no rope breaks, you fuckers. Now you're doing rope breaks in the match. You said there was no rope breaks. It makes no sense.
I don't fucking care about rope breaks.
No. It's just a nice thing when you have a set amount of rules and then you change the rules.
Yeah. Like you should never just have clear rules and just don't fucking stay away from them.
That's what I mean. Like about the
master use the tag ropes. Always fucking adhere to the ref count unless you're a heel, and then fucking. The one funniest bit about the rules I remember is I think it was when Bad Influence were in TNA in like 2011, 2012, where they just fuck around the ref and they'd be like, oh yeah, they tagged, and the ref would be like, yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, I guess they tagged in, that makes sense.
My one thing I love is when Brian has a hold on a wrestler, Brian Danielson, and like they reach the rope, and he just starts fucking flexing. He just starts flexing, and it's like, I've got to fight. This is why I love you, Brian. This is why I love you. This is why I love Daniel Bryan, or Brian Danielson. Yeah, Sabu obviously wins the match, I guess. I guess
the only other spot that was cool is old fat boy, what's his fucking name? Roadkill. Roadkill. He did a nice little like jump up the ropes and turned it into a side elbow drop. Pretty nice spot. He did it well.
He did. Up the roadkill. What's the next match? Is it Mike Knox?
I do think it goes into a backstage segment where Kelly is having showing Mike Knox the tits, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Kelly, it's great, but I like it when you only show just me." I like how they're trying to act as if Kelly's actually flashing him, but it's like, "Oh yeah," like straps down, like just clear, like she moves a bit, you can just see the bra right there, just like, well, yeah. Oh yeah, you like this, baby? Yeah, it's not. You're not showing anything. Not that I want them to, because fucking she's like 18 years old. Fucking leave it out, you dirty pervs. And he goes, you know what? Just accompany to the ring, be my manager. You'll get all the attention you need. And she's like, yeah, be great. And there we enter Mike Knox versus Danny Doring. Mike Knox has the beginner WWE theme where you're not cool enough to have your own entrance music, so you just have the. I don't think this is the most abhorrent one. There's one that happens a lot. Like if we ever do the NXT stuff, there's one that gets overused like fuck, and there's absolutely ridiculous. But it's one of those stock WWE themes that everybody gets.
The fuck was Loki in NXT? Fuck, I can't wait to get to NXT and we see Loki or whatever he was called. Caval. That's it.
Mate, you're not ready for NXT. You ain't ready.
The game show or the actual one?
The game show.
Yeah, because if we're going to 2018 NXT, I'll be screaming and kicking. I'll be don't drag me, please. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Not Johnny, please. Because we all know that's the worst time in NXT.
Yeah, but you say
the
that,
good time is the modern NXT.
You love Adam Cole.
I do love Adam Cole.
And he does the exact same fucking thing. Literally the same wrestler, but somehow looks worse than Johnny Gargano, which is fucking incredible.
No. I can admit, I like Adam Cole, but I hate the way his matches are. Because he fucking, every match is the same.
That's his whole fucking shtick.
Change it up a bit.
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like a wrestler. Don't like his matches. What do you mean? That's what he's paid to do. This whole part.
Yeah, you can like a wrestler and not like their matches.
What's the fucking point?
Or the way the matches are structured. Like I love Cole and I do like some of his matches, but it's just it does
like Cole. Don't like how he wrestles.
Go on.
He's a wrestler though. Like don't like the way he wrestles though. He's shit. It's fucking. Do you really like him if you don't like this main body of work? Oh, yeah.
Okay, he does hear a good Canadian destroyer.
No, he fucking doesn't. Because
he's a very unique Canadian destroyer.
No, it's fucking not. He has to do it shitty off the middle rope. And he has to wait for him to bend over. Nah, his fucking destroyer's the worst because it's so fucking shit.
But I tell you, love shit finishers.
Well, not when they're overused to fuck, unless it's a flatliner, of course. Unless it's a flatline, then I'm all in, baby. I'm all in. But my favorite wrestler, don't like any of their matches. Mike Knox.
No, I do. There is some I like. There is some I like. Adam Cole versus MJF at All In.
Just not most of his work.
His WWE work? No, fuck off. I'm not dragging his ass through that. Fucking 20 kickouts a match. Jesus.
Fuck.
But I guess that's enough on Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Go back to Mike Knox.
And Mike Knox, he's got some fucking great moves on him as old Mike Knox. Shit trim, garbage hair, but he's got some fucking great moves on him. He's facing Danny Doran. I thought I knew who he was, but I was thinking about Joe Doran of TNA, who was with Eric Young for a while, and like long time fucking. Kind of looks like Big Cass if he was like 50 years older. But no, Danny Doran, big jobber, Ale fucking Clasco. What cool moves did Mike Knox do? He basically did a really good lowdown. A fucking beautiful spine buster, which was great. Until Kelly gets distracted as a bloke in the crowd is like, "Oh yeah, come here, baby." And then she's like, "Oi!" And then Mike Knox fucking comes over and just fucking, he kills this man. This man is deceased. He's fucking, he died so young. He just got absolutely fucking launched.
He gets launched. He gets fucking like he pie faces the fan, or well the plant I guess, and he fucking they go flying back, and he
Yeah.
just hits his head off a chair, and I'm like, holy shit.
It's
Then
he gets back in the ring, and fucking
what does he hit?
he hits a spinning flatliner. Whoa. Yeah, baby. Hit
This
me
is
with
what
that
you came to
spinning
see.
flatliner. That's what I want. It was a move I used to hate because everybody did one in that like 2010 to like 2014 period. Everybody did a fucking flatliner. Which is, you know, you just fucking drag them down with you. That's it. Like, that's fucking it. But I love it. It's such a fucking shit move, but it's great. I feel like everybody has those shit moves that you just love.
The pounce is one of mine.
Yeah, but the pounce is a good move though. It's not a shit move.
I wouldn't really consider it because
it's a fucking great finish.
yeah, but it depends on who's doing it. I have to admit, like if it's Monty Brown or Keith Lee doing it, fine.
What fucking
But if it's
skinny crackhead does one?
wrong,
Yeah, but at least he's large and he's a footballer. Also,
yeah, but he's still fucking skinny.
Acting like fucking Gronk, like Gronk means anything to anyone.
I'll have you know, Adam Achieve could have hit one. I don't know. I'm bringing you to WCPW. We're fucking going through the Adam Achieve art. You love it. I'll be there marking out, and you'll be there sad in the corner because fucking whoop whoop Marty Skrull's coming out, and then followed by Will Ospreay.
I just want to say, just like you saying wrestlers got no good errors. A pounce is good unless a skinny guy does it. No skinny guy's doing it. That's the whole point. It's the fucking point of the pounce. The pounce is done by fucking brick shithouses who run through you. Why would fucking... Imagine if Elix Skipper tried to hit a pounce. He'd fucking bounce off you.
Elix. Okay, that is a deep cut. Fucking Elix Skipper. You have to admit, that is a deep cut. Like, that is the first time someone's brought up Elix Skipper in about 10 years.
Imagine Adam Cole doing a pounce. He'd just fucking fly away. It'd be that Kung Fu Panda spot where you run into the gut, just go boom, fucking absolutely bounced away. Like, fucking, your criteria is mental. You, I love a pounce until a skinny guy does it. Yeah, but it's no one ever. No one ever. Ah, fuck.
Fucking bullshit.
Gonna have a meltdown, mate. Gonna have a fucking meltdown. It never ends. But Mike Knock wins with a spinning flatliner. It's like what Jay White's Blade Runner, whatever the fuck it's called. It's that. It's the Sister Abigail. It's that fucking spinning, fucking. For a second, I thought he was gonna hit him with an STO, and I'm like, not either the STO or the fucking side Russian leg sweeps. Nah, you can't do them. They're shit. They ain't good. But yeah, Mike Knox wins, and then Kelly Kelly gets her own fucking ad break, as you can see her entire fanny, and I just feel bad because we get another fucking strip segment where she's just dancing around with the tightest like shirt. Mate, that shirt's got no consistency. that shirt, it starts fucking tight at the arse, and then it just fucking flakes out. All right, what's fucking sorted out, shirt manufacturers? You want the same consistency, boys. How is she supposed to flaunt everything? Either make it tight as fuck or make it loose as fuck and just like get a belt or something. Fuck's sake. All I'm saying is the accessorizing of Kelly Kelly in WWE ECW 2006 is shite. Also got the weird studded bras that no one wears. I think it's a Kelly Kelly special. No one else ever fucking gets them weird fucking studs.
I mean, if I gave you that bra, you'd wear it, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, but that's not hard. I'd do it. I ain't no.
Well, guys, wait till you see next week when Ash is wearing that fucking shirt or that fucking bra.
But yeah, it's another one of the Kelly strip segments. What she goes to take off her pants. I don't know why. It's just the one thing I always think of, and this is a deep cut, and I doubt you've ever fucking heard it. But there's this famous like DayZ video where this guy meets a kid called Alex, and then he takes him to this like little compound in DayZ, and he gets these guys to just be like, tell him that you don't go into Electro without wearing pants. And then you have this really gruff fucking Scottish guy. It's like, don't you know, you don't fucking go to Electro without your fucking pants. Take your fucking pants off. And just this kid just shitting himself. Just fucking... Take your fucking pants off, motherfucker. It's a great, it's a great clip. It's a classic clip. And that's what Kelly tried to do, because you're not allowed to wear pants in ECW. You're only allowed to wear fucking tight thongs that hug your entire fucking coochie. Like, leave it out. And Mike Knox throws the towel in. And that's where she says...
She throws it.
Fuck off.
Yep, and then I just thought, I feel so embarrassed for if this happened. She goes to pull down her pants so you can see her entire arse. But Mike Knox comes just in time to cover her up. But I'm like, could you imagine Mike Knox arrived later? She was like,
bloody
just
hell.
slowly, like,
yeah. No. Yeah. It's like that one fucking TNA cameraman where he actually like touched Velvet Sky when she did a little like fucking shake the bum. That's fucked up. But yeah, you just see her be like, what the fuck? Yeah, that cameraman got fired. But fucking
yeah, you fucking imagine, yeah, they start taking photos on their little fucking flip phone, their little knocky blockies.
Yeah, mate, if it was a WrestleMania main event, the amount of flashes going off at that moment would be unreasonable. yeah, we saw boobs. Lads, what you want? I get that it's 2006 and you all have the fucking maturity of a 5-year-old, but grow up. Grow up.
And then what do we get, Ash, after this? Go on through the best segment of the show.
Well, no, because I don't know if it's in between this or the main event, but you also get Kevin Thorne, who I'm desperate to see wrestle, because I'll know his entire moveset, and I look forward to seeing it in exact detail. Where he does the same fucking he does the same thing. Where it's like, oh, we're in this place. And you just see Kevin Thorne with his fucking red contacts, his shitty little hair, the little like goatee thing, and he's just like just fucking making vampire faces. I don't know what they were thinking. How's this a gimmick on ECW? He's a vampire. He's not actually drinking blood.
I don't know whether this is before the fat guy segment or after, but we get a promo package for my buying. I don't buy, but it's fucking, here he comes. This is a test. A test.
Fucking Andrew Martin. He's coming. Is Test still dead? Yes. Yes, he is. Not at this time. Not at this time.
I don't know if I brought.
I don't know if I brought it up,
but my favorite thing I've heard about, like when WWE was taken over by Endeavor, was just one business blog being like, oh, can we bring back Test? I loved Test, and they're like, mate, I've got some sad news for you. He's dead, and he's like,
and he's just like, what do you mean? I've been getting his newsletter every week. Just
I've been getting photos of him in Spain. What the fuck? What the fuck's going on here?
I've been messaging him since early 2000. That's not Test. But yeah, I look forward to seeing him come in. Obviously, it's Test as the fucking unbelievably roidy brick shithouse. Fucking size of that ham hock. Fucking juiced to the gills. Hate human growth hormone to the nines. Fucking. He's like the Tin Man without tight his joints are. He needs a fucking oil change anytime he moves. It's just squeaking.
I don't know if you've also heard it, but the story goes that when Test jumped ship to TNA, had that one match with Sting and Joe, I want to say, they were like, they're checking for steroids in wrestlers. Test, we're sorry, your contract's been expired. You can't stay here. They fucking, I don't know if they fired him or they just went, look, you can't wrestle here anymore, Bray. You can't. Fuck off.
Sorry, Bray. Oh, well. I tried. It's a really weird comeback to think of, because Test was one of those like synonymously cool in the early 2000s in the Attitude Era, and then just kind of vanished for a couple of years. It's like, oh, it's Test, and it's like, what the fuck? He looks nothing like him. What the fuck happened over the next couple of years?
It's just, I don't know if you feel, I don't know if you feel the same way, but it just feels like Test just went off in about 2003, 2004 for about 2 years, and then just went, I'm gonna get rided the shit, and he just gets rided. Like you can slowly see the progression from like 99 to 2007-ish, because that's when his last televised matches is about 2007, early 2008. And you can just see he's just a little skinny block, and then he slowly gets more and more rided. Like my favorite Test match, which got rated one of the worst matches of Brock Lesnar's career, it's just Test versus Brock Lesnar, because they just beat the shit out of each other at King of the Ring 02. He's just beating the shit out of Test, and Test is beating the shit out of Lesnar, and I'm like, oh, stop it, lads, stop it, you both can win.
Well, that does sound
you both
pretty
can
good,
win.
to be fair.
Like it's rated as one of the worst King of the Ring matches, I believe. But I'm like, you guys don't know real wrestling when you see it, lads. You don't know real wrestling. Fucking, Tom Scott from What Culture. I've been doing articles for about 5 years now. Fuck off. You hired a sex pest. Fuck off.
All right, mate. Calm down. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Fucking. I had a bit, but yeah, it says Test is coming soon, and it'll be interesting to see whenever he shows up. But you know, it's always a poison chalice when we saw these names like, oh, they're gonna come to ECW. Gone. It's like, oh, fucking hell. But the segment.
Who's the only one that sticks around? Who's the only one that sticks around afterwards? Like, is it only Kevin Thorne?
Yeah, but even then, he was
Out of
only
all
there
the
for like a
debuts.
good 6 months. It's gonna be weird to see through the different eras, because at some point we're gonna start seeing Punk. At some point we're gonna start seeing Kofi. And then in like 07 we're gonna see Sheamus. Gonna see in 09 gonna see Christian come back. Like there are a lot of cool wrestlers that go to ECW. It's just we do have to get through the dark times. Like it being on WrestleMania
Braden Walker
23? Whenever the fuck Kane and Chavo had an 8-second match. But just you wait.
24.
Just you wait till Chavo becomes world champion. And I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Alright? I'm ready for it. I'm absolutely ready for Chavo being world champion in 2008. Fucking great time. Regardless, the best segment of the show for me, and I think the best segment as a whole, as we already had a woman stripper, so bring out the fat oily guy. And he comes in and he's like, hide your wives. Hide everyone. It's time to party, boys. And he's in this fucking, he's got the fucking rip-off pants and some suspenders. He's got some bouncy music, so he's just gyrating everywhere. And then obviously, this is the Sandman spot. This is where Sandman's gonna come out and fucking smash the fuck out of this cunt. But it gets better. Because Sandman comes out and he's laughing. He's laughing at this guy. As instead of being scared of Sandman, without missing a fucking beat, he proceeds to look at Sandman. The music starts playing. He rips them fucking pants off. Because we don't like pants in ECW. He rips them fucking pants off. And then Sandman starts drinking beer. And it's the famous gif where Sandman's fucking holding the cane. The big fat oily guy who's wearing a thong starts wanking off the cane. And Sandman's fucking spaffing everywhere with the beer. It's so good. It's so good.
It's a great visual. Like, it's one of Kevin Dunn's best visuals, I think, in ECW. Because it's just he starts to wank it, and someone just starts biffing everywhere.
You just start to like spitting the beer out. Just
as we were dying for a photo. Like when he came out and then Sandman just beats the shit out of him with a kendo stick. Like, and then he just beats the shit out of him, and then he just smacks him in the ass with the kendo stick, and then the fat eye guy fucks off, and Sandman just pulls out another beer and just starts drinking it. It's like,
Sandman, who's already,
and he starts doing this to his head like that.
He's already bleeding.
With the fucking thing.
He doesn't even need to fucking do it. No, it's fucking great though. It's look. As much I do love the Sandman segments, and it is a lot of fun. It still does get a bit too much time on like a 40-minute show. Like, I look forward to the Sandman segments because it is good fun. But at some point, hopefully, it actually transforms into something else. Because I don't need to see Sandman wrestle for 5 minutes, but you want to see him doing something of any substance, not beer preferably, just something. Get a match going, get a feud going. Oh, we also missed a segment earlier as well. We missed fucking Tommy Dreamer coming out and being like, yeah, Big Show, I've got a lot of respect for you because you bitched me out last week. Yes, sir, can I have some more? And then Big Show comes out and beats the fuck out of him. And it led to another conversation where Piggy said something ridiculous, and I reacted. Because he puts on his little like colossal clutch, and he like, you know, it's like a cobra clutch essentially. And Piggy's like, oh wow, I've never really seen Big Show as much of a technician. I'm just like, you just put him in a fucking submission hold. That doesn't mean he's a technician. Do you want to explain yourself?
He's fucking Benoit of the ECW. Just fucking yeah,
Like,
technical wrestler. He's gonna take down Kurt Angle. He's gonna take him down.
Like fucking
He's-
Piggy's acting like Big Show just fucking started the match with a fucking collar and elbow straight into an armbar. Fucking working that arm, gets out the arm bar, stamps on the fucking arm, snaps the fingers, fucking arm bar one, like, and the tap out. He just put him in a fucking rest hold. He put him in a fucking colossal clutch because he's too immobile to do the choke slam anymore. Like, yeah, fucking technician, Big Show, fucking. He's not a technician. He's just large. He's just rather substantial.
Sergeant in charge.
He's like, Big Show's what you get when you order a fucking extra large Pepsi without the ice. He's fucking just, whoa, look at that fucking. There's so much drink to it now. Fucking Big Show's a technician, for fuck's sake. This is why ECW was postponed for two months, lads. Because Piggy can't keep getting away with this.
I think it's now time for the main event, and we're not going to talk too much about it because honestly, you could watch the match and it'd be better than us actually reviewing the match, unless I missed something. But this is obviously before this we get a Kurt Angle promo first, and the way this is shot is Kurt Angle's directly, like how I described it to Ash was, it's like he's addressing the nation that he's killed someone. Like he's just looking dead in the camera like this, just like that, and it's like, "Hello, I'm Kurt Angle," and it's like, Jesus, and it like zooms up right on his face, and I'm like, no wonder people said you were scary looking. Because
he barely looks like Kurt Angle in this promo. He barely looks like Kurt Angle. Like, everybody knows that famous picture where fucking Triple H just sucker punched him and he's like that fucking... I don't know, he looks like he's seen a juicy lemon in a tree. Just fucking staring up like a mad bastard. And it fucking... he looks so bad. Like, he's in great shape, but his face is fucked.
Like, you could definitely tell that the lights weren't all there when Kurt was doing these kinds of things. Or they might have been, but he fucking plays it off like there is no lights there. I told Ash this before as well when we get into the Kurt Angle match. But I was my favorite Kurt Angle segment is just when he's talking, when he's just having this fucking tan. Like, he has a tanning bed in his locker room in TNA, and like he just goes to Jeremy Burke. "You looking at my penis?" And it's just a weird comical duo. And then like the end of one of the meetings, one of the fucking segments is he's I don't know how to describe it, but he's on a table, and around the table is writers for TNA, writers. So obviously probably extras. And they're all around the table, and he's standing on the table. So you think, oh, it's just around the table. No, Jeremy Boras just standing on the table with him, holding the microphone to him. And it's just like, and he goes, "I'm going to count to 10 or 5, and if you don't give me back my belt, there will be hell to pay." And he just walks right in front of this guy, and his whole cock is right in this man's face. And like, and the way the camera shoots it, it's like it's shooting like that, and it's like tensed his own. You can see him flexing his ass, like it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. And in TNA fashion, this is the episode following, I think, Turning Point 2007, where Joe and Angle won all the belts. And I'm like, what the fuck? I recommend it for people who haven't seen it, or watch the Deadlock review of it, because it's fucking brilliant. He's just But yeah, we also get an RVD fucking promo where we find out that he's defending the belt at Saturday night main event. I butchered that. And that's famously, I believe, the one where Hogan gets RKO'd by Randy Orton onto a car, I believe. And that's a match I'm not looking forward to covering on SummerSlam 2006 because fuck me, did they bury Orton at that pay-per-view. But yeah, it's going to be fun seeing that. Especially because I think Edge, John Cena, and RVD do have great chemistry. Like Edge is just a great wrestler, same with Cena.
Yeah.
RVD, yeah, even though WWE saw nothing really in him.
I mean, Cena at this time, not
but yeah,
really.
he's just like, oh yeah, Paul, dude.
Let's be fucking honest. Cena at this time, no.
Oh yeah, because he just does the same four moves, doesn't he? He just fucking
Like,
arm drag, fucking
arm drag. Fucking
yeah,
arm
he's just a
drag's John
fucking
Cena
arm
doing.
drag. But I know what you mean. But yeah, I would
At
agree.
this time, he has never
definitely
had to step out of the I'm a WWE wrestler model, and a lot of his
It's
best
just when all
matches
the
are carried
anti-WWE
by everybody else.
It's just when you get them non-WWE style wrestlers into the company where he starts shining. But definitely one thing as a bonus episode I want to do on this show. It doesn't happen for another year, about a year. But it's that great Cena Shawn Michaels match in the UK where like they go for about 60 minutes and it just takes up half of Raw. And it's just fucking it's like having a full mince pie. Oh, it's lovely. Oh yeah, RVD's like, yeah, Paul, yeah, dude. And Paul's like, you're doing on a triple threat match, RVD. You don't have to be pinned or submitted. Someone else can take the belt and win it. And I'm like, and Ash just rightly went, I'm sick of hearing this. Because we've been hearing this for the past few weeks. We've been doing this. Fucking, you don't have to be pinned or submitted to win the belt. And I'm like,
It's like, lads, we know the rules
tell
of a
me
triple threat
again.
match, for fuck's sake. We know the rules of a triple threat. Why does everybody act like nobody knows the rules? Everybody knows there's a 33 and a third chance of winning a triple threat match. Everybody knows. Unless you're wrestling Samoa
Senior
Joe.
Joe. But I guess it's just to point out the people who are like tuning in for the first time. You don't have to just drop them in. I'd assume is how Vince is thinking about it, because it's probably Vince going, yeah, Paul, yeah, Paul, tell them, Paul, fucking tell them. Like when he used to go to Michael Cole, Michael's like, what do you want me to do, Vince? Fucking tell them about the network, shield the network. And it's like, I've been shielding the network for the past half an hour. Just shield it again. And it's like, oh fuck's sake. So yeah, but this match is RVD versus Kurt Angle. Honestly, you can go find this match because I think this match is good. Like it's just Kurt being fucking not a Perk Angle yet because that's when he goes to TNA, but you can definitely see the signs of like this Kurt Angle who's unhinged, and also Edge and Lita are in the crowd, and Edge is wearing
you also have to say that
shirt.
it is a fucking. It's not like Kurt is also playing a character, right? Like, he's playing a character.
Yeah,
he's not just mental. I mean, he is, but he's not. It is still the gimmick that he's supposed to be a wrestling machine. That is the whole point.
Yeah, no, I know. He's but he is mentally
He's not just being a fucking perk. He's not just being full Perk Angle for fun. Like, because you made it sound like he's just doing it because it's funny. Like, still is a gimmick, you know. He has changed the way he wrestles for this style. He's not just fucking having a meltdown on live TV.
I should have clarified. But this match is just, I recommend you go watch it. But if you're here for the shit wrestling, this is not it, because RVD and Kurt Angle can work a great match.
It was
and if
a
you're
nice
expecting
technical match, right?
Yeah, if you're expecting Ezekiel Jackson versus Mason Ryan levels of a match, you're in the wrong place, buddy. Because this is just Angle starts doing takedowns, RVD starts doing split leg and moonsaults. There's a great spot where RVD's on the top rope, and I love this spot. I don't care how many times you do this spot, I will always pop for it. But he's on the top rope, and Angle just runs up and Germans him off the rope, which I don't care who does that spot, unless it's Adam Cole probably, because it would be unbelievable. But like it just because it depends on who does it, because he just gets so much air with it when he throws them.
Yeah.
It just no one else but Kurt can do a beautiful one like that. Kurt sadly does not hit his moonsault that he used to hit. It's WWE lads. We're waiting for Kurt Angle to come to TNA for all these moves. Any other highlights you have?
No, it was just a solid match, but like I said, it's not shit wrestling, and it was a 17-minute match, and I think it was more like culture shock, honestly. It's like you get off the plane and you look around and you're like hit with heat, and I'm like, what the fuck? A more than 5-minute match on WWE ECW? What are you doing, lads? This isn't a shit main event. What the fuck's? I was baffled. I'm like, what? A good match on WWE ECW? What are you fucking? What are you doing? It was great fun, but I was like, where's my fucking? Give me Mike Knox and Danny Doran again. Give me Sandman the Fat Lad for 10 more minutes, please. Like, it was a good and interesting match, but yeah, I wasn't fucking ready for it to be like, whoa, this is actually a pretty good technical match and a pretty interesting one, where RVD wins with a 5-star frog splash in a really fucking close match. And it kind of poses the question, like, how far do you reckon they would have actually had Kurt go with the new direction if he hadn't have just fucked off?
You posed the question to me, and I posed the question to you before recording. But how I think it would have went is you would have brought Benoit over, because of course I know people are going, oh, why are you bringing him up? But you at this time you would definitely would. I think you would have brought Benoit over and had him like trying out wrestle her, because obviously they're the only two fucking technicians on that roster at that time. Unless you're going to count Heidenreich or Animal, which no one does. I'd say Punk would try and beat him. You could get all these newer stars trying to beat him. Now you're Kevin Thorne, you're like Johnny Nitros, you're fucking CM Punks, you're Elijah Burks. I
Kofi
wouldn't even call
Kingston.
Elijah Burke in there, but yeah, Kofi Kingston. But I feel like the gimmick would have went for about a year, maybe a year and a half, and then he's just an unstoppable champion. Like, kind of just imagine how Roman Reigns' title run is, but just with Kurt Angle with the ECW belt, where like
I
you
mean,
have all these, he's just in God mode,
I
and then he
think it
eventually
would have been a
loses it.
story. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, and then he would eventually lose it, and I say he'd get drafted back to SmackDown or Raw, just have a feud in like 08, 09,
Yeah,
take some time off, come back.
I think it would have been a story of Kurt just fully embracing ECW and deciding, fuck it, this is my home, I'm going to make it the best shit. And yeah, it probably would have. You would have had the Benoits, you would have. I don't really know who else you'd have brought in, because obviously if they were still alive, you'd have brought in like fucking Eddie to have like a cool fucking match. You would have had
Hardcore.
probably Rey Mysterio for a little bit, like some of these guys just to kind of Kurt just kind of dispatching of the rest and trying to prove that, this is my place, and a lot of wrestlers would have had to have adapted to that like shoot style of wrestling, which is generally what Paul Heyman was pushing for the time, which I think is a cool idea, especially when you think of how limited the ECW locker room was. But like, you're telling me they can't make it look like they're beating the fuck out of each other? Like, yeah, of course they fucking can.
I think
They're shit wrestlers.
I think the problem you run I think the problem you run into though about like how far could you push this guy thing is there's one man in charge and one man only. And it's not Paul Heyman, lads, I'll tell you that much. It's fucking VKM, not the Fudikin Mafia. It's fucking Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And we know Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He could go, yeah, I'm all in for this fucking Angle feud, and then he'd be like, I'm in the belt. Tomorrow night, I'm in the belt. And it's like, fucking, oh, there we go. Throw it up against the wall. Fucking, it's all gone. Because like but if I feel like if Heyman was still booking and Angle stayed, I think ECW could have been a great show, and I don't think we would be doing this, because it wouldn't. I say it wouldn't be as shit. It'd actually be decent, because you'd have an actual star there. It's just a shame when Angle left. They pulled the trigger a bit too late to try and redo it. Because,
Yeah,
of course, for people who don't know, they try and redo it by bringing in this guy, and it just fucking, it failed. It failed because we all know what happens in the end, and it's like, oh, why did we even try again? And, yeah.
you can just slowly see. Well, it's the main issue with WWE ECW, where you slowly just see WWE kind of realizing that they don't actually like ECW that much. And that's exactly
Yeah.
it. Like, oh yeah, we have ECW. Yeah, we bought in all these ECW guys. It's like, yeah, but these guys are shit. Like, yeah, yeah, they are. Oh, more WWE then, I guess. Developmental brand. Here we go. Because
And, like,
I like a lot of the ECW guys because a lot of them know that they are shit. They're not all trying to have these fucking clinics, and that's fine, perfectly fine. And I like to say you are using a lot of them fairly well. Like one thing I'd like to see Stevie Richards do some more. Cause out of all the actual ECW wrestlers, fucking Stevie Richards probably the best like pure wrestler there, right? Like
he is.
he probably is out of the very small group. And you know, once we do get some of the new guys in, get your fucking Elijah Burks, get your fucking Marcus Corvons, get your fucking Punk, Kofi, you know, get a lot of the new breed. Fucking breeders. That's the best name for you for the fans. Once you're bringing those guys, you then actually get to mix it up, and you actually get to prove that some of these guys can wrestle, and they are actually quite good.
Yeah. It's just, we don't know where to go with this, if that makes sense. Because on the one hand, you have Paul, who's trying his best to make ECW, like, I don't want to say a competitor to TNA. TNA was not a competitor, let's be honest.
Not
But
this
he wants
time,
to
no.
try and make it. He wants to try and make it
Well,
kind of like how I say TNA would work, if that makes sense. Where you have your X Division match, then
yeah.
your normal match, then you have another match.
I don't necessarily think it's like that, but I do think that he wanted to make ECW distinct. And they
Yeah,
capitalized on a lot of the stuff in the late 90s by, you know, adapting to different styles of wrestling, bringing in the cruiserweights, which was then stolen, you know? Like, fucking. Like, they were always trying to be innovative because ultimately, when you pit them, like, like, toe to toe with the other fucking competitors, they don't stand out. But because they have this, like, innovative niche, they have their, like, what they do well, that attracts a certain type of fan. It's not the most like widespread fan for sure. It's why WWE's fucking head and shoulders over everything else because it's got a very, you know, it's just got a very satisfying product for the most part at most times. I say that with gritted teeth personally, but not for me. But it has the most outward appeal, you know. It has the most general, like a random casual fan could pick it up and be like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But ECW is a bit more like your fucking indie shit. They say, "Oh yeah, I love fucking." God, I don't even know a fucking dumb example.
Chris
Just
Candido versus Chris Jericho.
like, you know, it just adapted to some of the Japanese stuff. Like Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka just fucking had. they had the fucking let's just kick shit out of each other, and it's like yo, they wanted a different appeal, and that's what you can see that they were trying to do with this. But as said before, slowly but surely, Vince said, "You know what? I don't actually like this that much. Can we just go back to what I want to do, please?"
Which ultimately is what Vince thinks it's funny, and it's not funny. Where he's the only clown in the room making jokes, but it's a shit clown. So I'd describe it. Like he's in a room full of comedians, and he's the only clown, and he's trying to make jokes, but he's ultimately failing. But you can see, like, I don't want to dive into the real fucking issues with Vince McMahon, but it's funny to me when people go, I never knew Vince was this diverted pervert. I never knew he was this cynical. And I'm like, he literally had an 18-year-old try and strip on TV. He made a woman bark like a dog. He had a kiss my ass club. It's like the signs were there, lads, and we just chose not to
Well,
ignore
yeah,
it.
we chose
It's
to
like,
ignore them because, like, oh yeah, he's eccentric, and it's like he's just a weirdo. He's a fucking,
it's just, oh,
he's a fucking weirdo.
like we will slowly see him think. We will slowly see Vince's ideas come through and through,
Yeah,
and then we will slowly see where he gives up on ECW.
pretty much.
Which is about 08, 09, and then obviously 10. But like 07 McMahon, I'm looking forward to where he's just in a do rag, and he's ECW champion. But I guess that's the. And I guess I don't know where to go and finish this off. So would you like to finish this off?
Yeah, it was an interesting look at the fucking third. I don't think it's. Is it the third? Have we only done 3 episodes of this, other than Vengeance?
It might be. I can have a look.
But regardless, the point is we're back, and this should continue as normal. We do like watching WWE ECW, and as always, this isn't a replacement for the show, but simply a little window into what you could be watching if you did join us in watching WWE ECW. A fun show, but ultimately a show which, for me, the good wrestling was outshone by the funny segments. And fuck you, I want that fat oily guy and Sandman to just be a pairing. Can they be a tag team, please? Have them be a tag team. But yeah, well, this has been one more match. You have been the breeders.
Yeah, it's only been 2 episodes.
There we are. So yeah, that's episode 3 of WECW, the June 27th, 2006 edition. Hopefully, from now on, it should be a more regular schedule. But if you do like the New Breed podcast, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment in the comment section down below. And let's get some conversations going. Because as much as, it's okay to love good wrestling. We all love good wrestling for the most part. But at the end of the day, we are all united by love for shit wrestling. And where shit wrestling's concerned, there is always one more match. Thank you for watching. Join us in the next one. Bye-bye.